All right, welcome once again to In the Word. Today, I have with me, usually count down, I didn't today, with me, Brother Kim Mitchell, good childhood friend of mine. Today, he want to talk about what's going on in our area and how so much is going on, and he just want to put his part in it and reach out to people.
Well, thank you, Evangelist Sarat, for having me here today. This is my brother also, not just my best friend. This is my brother, just by another mother. But we're here to bring awareness to all this violence and the different corruption and things that's going on with our youth today. And that we got to get a hold on our youth, or it's going to be a terrible, terrible thing for us all. We just received news that last night an 8-year-old girl was shot while sitting in the living room. They saying it was a drive-by. I mean, an innocent child had left us once again. And we also want to still let Sister Sheila McGill know we are still praying for her and her family for the loss of her daughter a couple of weeks ago, Jasmine McGill, the 18-year-old that was shot while standing out, innocent bystander. And my thing is, parents, get your kids back in church, or get them in church.
Yeah.
You got to have control of your kids. You're losing control of your kids, and you're losing them to the street. I mean, if you want the street to raise your kids, they listening to what their friends are doing, what their friends are saying, and they thinking it's cool. You have to step in and let your kids know that, just because Johnny and Susie out here smoking weed, drinking, cussing and fussing, robbing and stealing, that they don't need to do that to fit in or to be cool. I'm 46 years old, and I never drank, smoked, did drugs or anything. But I have hung around people who did that. But I didn't let it influence me, and due to I had good parents that always kept me in church and always talked to me about different things. And show your kids love. Let your kids know you love them. I know sometimes it's hard, and kids are hard-headed. I understand this with me working in the school system also. I see this. I have kids that get suspended. They might get suspended 3 days, come back out that 3-day break. Well, what you do at home? Did you think about why you was at home? No, my mom, dad took me to the mall to give me some new Air Jordans. Or I hung out with my friends. Or I played my video game the whole time. When you make rules, stick to your rules in the punishment you give kids. I know a lot of you have kids that say, oh, you don't love me, you don't like me, because you making rules or putting them on punishment and won't let them go hang out with their friends. Or you make them have a curfew and be in at a certain time. And once again, I mean, we love our kids. We're trying to save our kids. Because those are our futures.
But some parents, okay, what you say to the parents is doing all that? Because some parents is doing all that, and sometimes you just got to recognize your child just demonic or just got that foul spirit, and that child just going rogue. Because some of them show them love, and sometimes maybe giving them what they want too much, and when you actually do say no, then when they're gonna go rogue, well, I go get it my way, that's by either stealing or killing or whatever. Then also, a lot of times the children don't talk to the parents, and it could be the best child, but like right now, my children ain't at home, and as far as I know, they doing right, but we don't know what they doing when they ain't at home. Because one thing my daughter told me that she said, Dad, I want to tell you one thing about children, that when they act different when they away from their parents.
That's true.
And so
that's so true.
I don't know. It that child, we got to pray for people's minds and heart, because once that parent install in them the Bible and good behavior, the right from the wrong, it's up to that child. I don't care if that child is 14 or 15 years old. I know, because sometimes they feel left out and they want to be accepted in some part, but that's what we got to reach. The ones that call. I think I said on here once before. Some children maybe don't want to be with that crowd, but they just want to be accepted, and they want to feel like they are somebody, and maybe they are tired of being picked at, and you know, just done wrong, because you know we have a lot of bullying and stuff go on, and so maybe it's a variety of things why maybe they might be doing this, not just because they low down and dirty. And some of them are low down and dirty. Some of them maybe saying that, well, the church won't hear me. Well, I go to the church, I do this and that, but they won't hear me. So I'm going out to the game because, you know, like for instance, I done said on the broadcast before, if it wasn't for the late great, man, I thought a lot of Rooster Foster, I think a lot of us at our age have been lost, because a lot of times we went to the church. For those of y'all that was in the Explorers, we went to the church and do different things, and the church told us no. The pastor, the deacon, no, because they didn't see it. But thank God for the late great Rufus Foster and the Explorers and people like your father. They took the young people from Roebuck, South Carolina, from different area in the upstate. We went to different places, but now we don't have no leaders like that, or we have leaders, but they don't have no vision to do with the young people what they did for us.
Exactly, and you're exactly right. Because as you were saying, I was in the Explorers, and then later on I became a leader and advisor, and then we had the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts, and it's different things in the church that today a lot of the churches don't have. They don't have anything for the youth or anything to gain the youth interest, and the youth get bored. I have heard youth sit in churches and play on their phone the whole time the preacher's preaching, and the ushers had to tell them, hey, cut your phone off, put your phone up. It's because they feel like it's nothing for them.
Right.
Even on a fifth Sunday, it's Youth Sunday. Get you a younger pastor in there, a younger pastor to come that's going to connect with your youth on Youth Sunday. The preach and bring the word.
Well, you know, by you on that, by Youth Sunday, some of them are just tired of just getting up, you know, being the MC, reading the scripture, and pray. And that's all they do. I mean, they want to do stuff like plays. They want to do like little drama stuff. They want to have a dance team. That's why I done said a few times on here, Pastor, ask your youth what they want. Once you got the youth in church excited, they'll bring who we cannot reach out in the streets. They could bring them in, but they don't want to hear that cry until it's too late. To somebody in their congregation, to their niece, their nephew, then they want to hear the cry. But nobody don't want to hear a cry when it ain't containing them. Then when it containing them, everybody want to hear the cry.
Yes.
Like I said on here about over a month or so ago, there was a storm coming this way. Now I think the storm done reached.
Yes.
You know, and when God give me a vision, when God give me a prophetic word, when I say something about, like, I see God gonna bless you with a check or a car, I'm hoping to be right on that, because I know you're gonna be looking for that. But this, what the Lord been telling me, I've been hoping I've been wrong, but so far I've been hitting it on the head. And I just hope somebody can get on Facebook and laugh at me and say, Vance, you said the devil gonna have a rampage at the colleges, but it didn't happen. I was like, yeah, thank the Lord I missed it. But if I'm right on this, if I see what God done showed me, the rampage that the devil gonna have up on the college by harassment and killing, it's gonna be devastating.
Yes. And like we say, we got to get a hold on this before it's too late. I mean, and then in the church, they can only do so much in the church with your child. I mean, it's like if I'm doing a youth program at my church and your child is there and we having a good time and I'm talking to them about different things. Okay, I have did one part, but when they get home and if they want to go do this and do that, and then you allow them to do it, then it's in vain of what I have said. I mean, it don't carry on. You got to carry on with stuff. Then you got some parents that get mad if you try. I'm the type of person, I like to be real with kids. Yeah. I like to let them know. I like to let them know, you go out here, if you don't get this education, you're not gonna make it in this world. You're not gonna be nothing. Because people are not. No one is not gonna give you anything. Right. You know, a lot of people. Oh, that's discouraging them. No, it's not discouraging. It's telling them the truth so that they can say, well, you know what? I better do what I got to do to get this education so that I can get a good job, so I can get a decent job. You know, let me stay out of jail, because if I got a record, I know that's going to follow me down the road and hinder me from maybe getting the job that I really want one day. Right. And
so, you know, with the young, we got, as born again. I ain't gonna say Christian folks because our president say he's a Christian. So I ain't gonna say Christian folks. Born again believers. We got we have to be an example. Like I said on here one time before, when they see church fighting against one another, when they see the Baptists over here, the Holiness over here, the Pentecost over here, the Methodists over there, I mean, when the church ain't united, when the preacher's not united, we got to set the example too, not just at home, but in the church. Yes. You know, we got to set the example.
Yes, you're right. Home, we got to set the example, as well as your community and the church. We all work together to make this happen.
Right,
I mean, it can't be this half say, okay, do this, and this half say, do this. We got to always come together on things. And, I mean, there's a lot of things going on across the country, all over America right now. I mean, in the way that people are thinking about different things in America, I mean, if you got somebody, let's say I'm running for city councilman of Gaffney, South Carolina. Now, I'm up here campaigning, and I say, you know, I don't want no woman unless she about size 4. Or I say, y'all white people need to come on and vote for me. What y'all got to lose?
Yeah.
Or if I say, well, you're Mexicans, I'm building a wall, I'm sending y'all back if I get in county councilman. But then you get to think about it, like, well, dang, you know, all that, he ain't the right man for. I would think myself, I'm not the right man for the job. If I hear somebody saying it, I would think they're not right. But guess what? 9 out of 10, I would be your county councilman, because people would say, "Oh, yeah, let's get him in there. Yeah, he good.
Because people love undercutting even dirty stuff.
Dirty stuff.
I mean, anything that's upright and righteous, when it's running the race, it's the turtle. But at the end, the turtle gonna win because the rabbit gonna get wore out and tired. And that's one thing about the truth. The truth might be slow. The truth might be tagging at the end, but the truth gonna win at the end. Mm-hmm. It's gonna win at the end. And our young people, and see, when the church done lost its power, amen. The church had lost its power. Nobody don't really want to really say that. Yeah, we go to church, praise and worship. One that speaks in tongues, in tongues, and all that. One lays on hand. But where is the power on the outside of the walls?
The power.
Yeah, where is the power of the church outside the walls? Mm-hmm. It's okay to go to church and run up and down the aisle. Mm-hmm. It's okay to church dance and whatever you do at church and worship God. But where is, I'm going to throw this. You better catch it. Where is your power outside those 4 walls of your church? Amen. Because ain't no, all this wars and rumors of wars not going on inside the building. Mm-hmm. It's going on outside the building. So what we doing, I asked this question one time on in the Word. What are we doing after the benediction? After Sunday morning, after Wednesday night or Tuesday night, whenever you have your Bible study, what you doing after the benediction? Amen. You don't went to church, you don't hear the word, you don't song, you don't pray, you don't worship the Lord. What is you doing after the benediction? Are you trying to reach somebody? Are you trying to reach that niece or your nephew? I know their mama or their daddy might not be going to church, but if you going to church, you should have a word to give your niece and your nephew or that family member. Mm-hmm. You know, if you wasn't going to church and you had a child, and I know your child was falling by the wayside, I should be able to say something about God to your child.
Exactly. But you got some people in the day's time that you say something about their child. Well, what you say that to my child for? You ain't got no right talking to my child that way. Tell him, that's my job. Well, do your job then.
Well,
you know.
Well, I think if you approach him right and talk to him right about, you know, being in the house of worship, etc., you're gonna get some flap. You might get some flap from the parents, but I think if you go to him right and tell him, like, you know, if you get in the house of God and worship God, you know, he'll give you everything you want if you just live for him. Maybe be a certain way to resent it, but you know, everybody out there, if their heart is not hardened, because once their heart is hardened, they ain't reachable. If their heart is not hardened, they could be reachable. Because when Saul got hardened towards God and wouldn't listen to God, God took the spirit from Saul, because it wasn't nothing else he could do for Saul.
And young parents, I mean, these young parents, stop partying with your kids and wanting to hang out with your kids and everything. I mean,
and they influence their kids to fight.
It fight. And I have seen this on YouTube, different video where the mama be out there, get him, you better get him, you better. And then that thing, you know, how come the mama jumping in at a fight? when they should be out there breaking their kid, taking them home, getting them away from harm, because you don't know what's going on, who got a gun out there, a knife, or whatever might happen. You and your kid might not make it back home. One
thing about me, you know, they got Black Lives Matter. All lives matter, but we talking about black folks right now. My thing is that Black Lives Matter to black folks. Quit killing each other. Keep your babies up.
Yes.
Quit all this undercutting one another.
Yes.
Being crabs in the bucket.
Yes.
If Black Lives Matter, don't be flip flopping one sided, because that's flip flopping one sided. Now I can understand if all black folks were doing everything they could to help black folks out, but we our own Judas. We our own backstabber. Amen. So quit perpetrating, talking about Black Lives Matter. All Black Lives Matter. I mean, all lives matter. Then if Black Lives Matter, and you know, one thing about all this that's going on in our area, if there would have been a cop killing these people that these youth, everybody, about all the blacks in Cherokee County or the surrounding area been in uproar.
Yes.
All right, now we got black on black crime. The black folks ain't in an uproar or charges. Now, and it's been a white cop or maybe just a cop in general kill one of our youth, they'll be ready to picket, they'll be ready to tear up stores, burn up stuff. But now we got black on black. Nobody don't want to. They don't want to get riled up, get pepped up like a pat rally.
Yes.
You know, get fired up. Let's get to the bottom of this. But as soon as they think law enforcement done did it, you know, everybody want to show up then.
Yeah, and all polices are not. All polices are not bad polices.
That's right.
You know, point blank. I mean.
But the point I was wanting them to see, don't be too double-minded or one-sided.
One-sided.
That's all. That's why I brought. If a cop had, shot somebody young, and they would have died, they've been all over Facebook, the media, the news crew, and all that, and so much showmanship and anger. But now we don't see people all in the uproar. We know there's a few of them. The church folk. Some church folks in the uproar, but I'm just talking about the church and the non-church. Ain't nobody in too much of uproar and all this stuff that's going on. Yeah,
and also my thing is, like I said, with me teaching in the school system, I hear a lot of kids talk about this no snitching rule. This snitching thing. That burns me up to hear a kid talking about, oh, that's snitching, that's snitching. This is how I always put it to them kids. Let's say your grandmother live in the neighborhood and somebody run over there breaking your grandma's house. They hurt your grandma up. And the neighbor next door, they seen the people that went in there and seen them come out. Could get tell the police exactly how they look, what they were driving, what they did. But when the police come and the police say, and they ask your neighbor, well, did you see anything? Your neighbor said, no, I ain't seen nothing. Well, you sure you don't know what happened? No, How would you feel if your grandma was laying in there dead because this person had broke in and hurt your grandma? But then here come the same situation around to you, where they asking you about a situation about somebody else's mother or grandma or brother, sister, but I don't know nothing. I ain't telling nothing.
I guarantee you.
I can't stand that. I know snitching.
I know us's. So I guarantee you, I guarantee you, if that reward money that's out for all this going on was up to $10,000, we had somebody turn somebody in like that. But it shouldn't be about reward money.
Yes.
I shouldn't have to. We shouldn't have to pay nobody to turn somebody in for wrongdoing.
Yes.
But I guarantee you, if that reward money was up in the thousands, they've been so happy to turn somebody in so quick. Because we'll flip on somebody in a dime over some money and little pleasure and little material stuff. They'll flip. They'll flip real quick.
Oh yeah.
And maybe that's somebody now just I'm just seeing how far that reward money gonna go up before I turn such and such in, which is wrong.
And again, like with the Jasmine McGill situation, they still investigating. You have 40-something plus people were out that day doing that situation, but out of 40-something people, nobody know who the person was that actually was shooting and pulled the trigger that took this young lady's life. Just finished high school, beautiful young lady, and they want to know, okay, what happened? Nobody know nothing. Everybody hush mouth. But like Evangelist Surratt said, I bet you somebody come up, okay, we giving about 25,000, 50,000, anybody. Boy, the phone be ringing off the hook with all kind of tips and clues.
Oh yeah.
And then, I mean, it's a lot of things going on, young people, watch where you go. Watch who you hang around in the crowd you in, because you don't have to be the one that's showing out, that's drinking or acting up or doing nothing for something to happen to you.
Right now it's about a good time to stay at home and play video games.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people you say, get out of the house, don't, you know, be stuck in the house playing video game all the time. Maybe it's a good time to stay in the house and play the video games.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, but you know by that, but now it depends on where you live at. It's getting dangerous. You know what I mean? The young lady, I think last night, got shot inside of a home. So you know you can be at home mind your business. And but you know, y'all, hey, be like me. Get cameras on your house. Spend about $100 and put cameras on your house.
It's worth it.
Yeah. Spend a little money, put some cameras on your house. Yeah, you stay in a so neighborhood. Put some cameras on your house.
I mean, a friend of mine from Spartanburg a couple of weeks ago, his wife and his kids and himself, they was in their home, and somebody was brave enough to walk up to his house and set his truck on fire. Now, this is a man that go to work every day, take care of his kids, take care of his family, don't bother no one. But somebody had the audacity to try to burn his truck up, possibly his house. If someone wouldn't have been driving by at that time, knocked on the door and said, hey, sir, your truck on fire here. He had 2 more cars beside it. It could have blew up everything and killed him and the family. So I mean, people out here, you got to watch yourself and protect yourself.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when kids, I'm gonna tell you, somebody be like, oh, mom and daddy, y'all always preaching, y'all always saying that, y'all did this and that when you were younger. Yeah, we did things when we were young, but times were different. And I know with each generation things change.
Yeah.
I know that.
Oh yeah.
But
I lost my thought. Oh yeah. We got a youth crusade coming up. Me and some people and some leaders are working on a crusade. I think some of y'all have seen it when the radio personality himself, Mr. Charles Montgomery, went live this week, and we are working on a crusade. And my man here, Mr. Kim Blanton Mitchell, he gonna be a playwright for the young people. We're gonna have different things, and I know one of them, when we ask the young people what they want to do in the crusade, because it's gonna be all about them, and they say a play, and Kim Mitchell here gonna be the one that writing the stuff for the plays and all, and as we get more involved with this crusade. And most of y'all that watch me go to church, and a good many don't go to church that watch this. I'm gonna see how many of y'all gonna help us with the youth by getting the youth out and encouraging your youth. 23 on down. 23 on down. I was asked today in church what was the age. 23 on down. And we're gonna see how many of you all are gonna help push. And now it was old commercial. I forgot. I think about a toothpaste or something. Put it where your mouth is.
Yeah.
Now it's time to put up a shut up. But we're gonna try to get this youth crusade. Like my son, he gonna come on probably next week or week after next and talk to us and some more of them. And he said, Daddy, the one that's out there that's in the streets, they're not going to church and their mama's not going to church. I said, I know that, but I'm saying who I can't reach, maybe y'all can if y'all get in here and make this crusade sound exciting and make it exciting.
Yes.
If it's any way possible the trigger their curiosity, they're gonna be a part of or come and check it out. I said if we could just save some souls out of that, there's gonna be a blessing. Amen. The angels in the heaven gonna be rejoicing. So that's what we got to do. So I'm gonna see how many people gonna help get these youth together, get their youth, get their child involved in this crusade. They ain't about no church, they ain't about no pastor, they ain't about nobody member, they ain't trying to steal nobody member. It's about our youth.
Our youth.
Yeah.
That's the main thing in the youth. And never stop praying. I mean, I come from a praying family. I have a grandmother that tells me she pray for me all the time. And it has got to me, well, I always have prayed myself. Yeah. Because I find prayer do help. Oh, yeah. You know, I come in from work at night, I go in my little room in my little corner and I pray. Yeah. You know, and if you pray and you sincere, God will hear you and He'll answer you. Now He might come when you want Him to, but He's always on time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And like I tell kids, you got to realize all your blessings come from God. I tell my son that today. Why you saying that? Your blessings come from God because God is blessing you through me. You know, if I can go buy you a pair of shoes, God bless me with the way of getting that money or making that happen for you.
Yeah.
You know, so your parent, I tell kids all the time, your parents go to work every day so you can have a roof over your head, you can have food in the house, your lights are running, you come in there, you got a nice room, you can go and lay down, relax, and then you got every video game and everything else you want to do at your house.
Yeah.
So why not listen to your parents and you know, honor the ones who are really taking care of you.
And for the young people that be watching, the youth that will be watching, ain't no wrong when you praying for yourself and praying that's God put a hedge of protection around you. Amen. Pray for yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with mom and daddy prayer, but I tell people in a minute, ain't nothing wrong with you. Ain't nothing like you going and telling God what you want yourself. Amen. So make sure you praying and ask God put a hedge of protection around you and you trying to do right. Now don't ask God put a hedge of protection around you and you going in harm's way. You going to the crackhead neighborhood. You going where all the bad stuff happening. Ain't you, that prayer just might be in vain. You pray when you trying to do right and live right. And you mind your business. That's when you ask God to put a hedge of protection around you. Not saying, God, I'm going to go over here and rob this little cricket and think God going to put a hedge of protection around you.
Yes.
No. But bro, I thank you for coming on in the word to express, express yourself. Now, I'm just so happy, you know, you thought enough of me to, you know, to pick up the phone, call me like, hey man, let's get on the word and talk about this.
Oh yes.
And I appreciate it because me and Jack Logan supposed to be put down your gun, young people. We supposed to he supposed to come on the program and talk, and so God's gonna do it, but maybe He's doing a shaking and awakening right now.
Yes.
Because a lot of times when people don't want to go to church, people don't want to be dedicated to Him, and sometimes God put us in a situation, God put us in some hailstorms to shake us and awake us to see His glory. And Paul said, in all this mess that I'm in, that I'm going to still get God the glory. So even though there's a storm going on right now, like the Pastor Elizabeth Bridges saying, she said, well, Reverend said there's a storm out in the ocean, but she said it doesn't arise. It doesn't arise. So even though we're in the midst of a storm, amen, knowing that Jesus is in the midst of the storm, and when we get ourselves together, and He could say peace at any time, but He waiting on us to do that right thing, for Him to stand up and say peace. Yeah. And when He said, the devil got the hope. He got the hope. So God's waiting on us. He waiting on something to wake up and get back in the church. Some knows that promised Him I would do this and that, and didn't come through His promise. And so the Bible do say it rains on the just as well as the unjust. And so when bad things happen, when things unpleasant happen, it's going to rain on the unjust. Yes. On the just as it's doing on the unjust. Yes. But the only thing the just got to know that God is in the midst of the storm. He was in the midst of the fiery furnace with the Hebrew boys, and He was in the lion dens with Daniel. So He in the midst of this with us. Amen. And so, like I said, I appreciate you, bro.
Oh yes.
Yeah, thank you. How you gonna help us out with the youth crusade that's coming up? Amen. So, as I always say, as I'll get ready to leave you, I love y'all guys, but God love you more. Amen. But don't let your doubt kill your faith, but let your faith kill your doubt. Amen. If you bless God, not God bless America, we are already blessed. But if we bless God, surely He gonna bless us back. Press down, shaking, and get it running over. With men give into your bosom. Remember, always keep looking to the hills, which cometh in your help, knowing that all your help comes from the Lord. Amen. Now may the grace of God, His sweet communion, rest, rule, and abide with the hence and forevermore. Amen. Till we meet again, knowing that God is smiling on you.